Google anything when it comes to your protein, and what do you see? Tons of opinions by different professionals and anybody else that actually has an opinion about protein. Now, in this video, just like in the army, I'm going to give you on a need-to-know basis the real things and some things that you probably didn't know about protein that is going to make an impact in regards to your health goals. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. My goal here at the Self-Care Support Squad and Self-Care with Millie is to make your self-care simple, sustainable, to actually get to your health and fitness goals by making better food choices. So in this video, I am literally going to give you a play-by-play breakdown on understanding protein. Now, as you know, protein is extremely important, regardless of whatever your health goals are. I'm literally just talking about life and to sustain it. Proteins are an essential nutrient and it can be broken down into 20 building blocks known as amino acids. Now, out of these amino acids, 9 are considered to be essential as the body cannot synthesize it on its own, simply meaning that we must obtain these from animal and plant sources. The other 11 amino acids can actually be synthesized by the body, making it non-essential. When considering a protein source, one of the popular methods is by classifying it by its biological value, BV. The biological value of a protein is based on its quantity of the essential amino acids. So a food with a high BV would be known as a complete protein, contains all 9 essential aminos. Now, this is commonly seen in animal and dairy products. Complete proteins would be eggs, poultry, milk, soybeans, beef, and also quinoa. Incomplete proteins would be cereals, legumes, and grains. Now, the role of protein, I really want to make sure that you understand, aside from just gaining muscle mass, which is what people typically just tend to think about protein, what role does protein actually play in our health? Let's jump into it. When we do consume sufficient amounts of high quality and complete proteins, it has a whole host of benefits. I'm talking about things like providing building materials, which is essentially amino acids, for growth and repair of body tissues. Proteins also form vital parts of most of our body structures. I'm talking about your skin, your nails, your hair, your membranes, your muscles, your teeth, your bones, your organs, ligaments, and your tendons. Proteins also facilitate numerous chemical reactions in the body. All enzymes are proteins. Some proteins act as chemical messengers, as you might say, regulating your body processes. Now, not all hormones are proteins. Proteins assist the body in maintaining its resistance to disease by acting against any sort of foreign disease causing substances. It also helps regulate the quantity of fluids in your body compartments. Proteins act as buffers to maintain the normal acid and base concentrations in our body fluids. It also moves the required nutrients and other substances into and out of cells around the body. Now, protein can be used to provide calories. Just so you know, 4 calories is typically in a gram of protein to help meet your body's energy needs. I really wanted to make sure you understood what the role of protein is because it goes so much more deeper than just increasing your muscle mass. It's crucial and vitally important that once you understand the role that protein plays, then you can actually start making better decisions on a day-to-day basis regarding your protein choices. How much protein do I need, Millie? Probably talk about this quite a bit on a day-to-day basis with the women that I coach and just people that send me questions. It's not really just a blanket answer to that, because what my body needs and the way how my body functions is very much different than the way how your body functions. But a general idea is that the less active that you are, the less protein that your body actually needs. So the more active that you are, the more protein that your body needs. Everything is on a spectrum. And once you understand where it is that you are in the spectrum, that's a good standing reference point for you to actually move forward. I'm going to give you 4 different instances on how you can make better decisions on your protein amounts, depending on essentially which category that you yourself fall into. The average intake. For a healthy person of a healthy weight who is mainly sedentary and is not seeking any changes in your body composition, then I would suggest that you take anywhere between 0.4 to 0.6 grams of protein per pound of your body weight. That's going to be sufficient. Are you focused on losing body fat? If you are, do this. Have a high protein intake during a caloric deficit, because that way your body will preserve that lean body tissue in the process of actually losing the body fat. Are you focused on building muscle? And this is probably something that you would probably equate protein to. Most people feel when they need to build more lean muscle, I just gotta have a whole bunch of protein. Well, it's actually not that much that you need. Studies that look at muscle mass and protein intake tend to vary from 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So essentially staying around 1 gram per pound of body weight, that's gonna be pretty effective. If you're elderly or a senior, this is what I suggest that you actually do. Research studies suggest that an intake of 0.45 to 0.6 gram per pound of body weight. Those recovering from injuries also will benefit from a higher protein diet as well. Dangers of a high protein diet. Now, listen, everyone has an opinion, and when it comes to stuff like this, I'm really big on understanding studies. Down below in the description, you'll actually find a link to my ebook, What is Protein? Literally dive into more details for you to understand how to make better decisions when it comes to your protein. This video is giving you the bare bones, what it is that you need to know to make some adjustments and really just understand how to make better decisions when it comes to your protein. If you need some more ideas on protein sources, whether you are plant-based or not, you can find complete proteins on either end of the spectrum. Go ahead and click the link down below to get that ebook. That's essentially what you need to understand about protein. If you really enjoyed this short nutrition science class on understanding what protein is, make sure that you continue watching this video right here to understand how to make better decisions on a day-to-day basis when it comes to your food choices. Listen, I understand, I get it. Nutrition science, it can get confusing. The goal here at Self-Care with Millie and the Self-Care Support Squad is to simplify this to make your eating experience and your eating journey a whole lot easier to get to a healthy and happy weight. Click this video right here.